Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joe Lockett. 7 minutes after the hour, you guys are locked into your favorite eating ride. Kind of locked into the digital network over the digital airways. How y'all doing, man? It's Joe Lockett Show with your boy Joe Lockett and the one and only nephews in the building. Man, we hope you're glad for everybody to be here with us. We got a lot to get into today. No diggity, no diddy. We're talking about the apology, or whatever the hell you want to call that he did over the weekend. We're going to be talking about that here on the Joe Lockett Show today. Do you guys agree with the apology? Do you accept his apology? Nephew and I have our own views of what we think about that.
I don't think it's too far off.
I've seen a lot of different people comment about this. So let's get into it, y'all. What's going on, Ted? What's going on, Vanessa? What's going on, Victor? Fountain of Youth. Sade, Roderick, Antonio, how y'all doing, man? Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button out there. Do me a favor, do that for me. Everybody who's joining into the show, and y'all see what my t-shirt say. Okay, that's how I feel about the whole situation. But I got so much to say about this today. We're not accepting anybody on the show right now until we get we're gonna set the show first, and then we'll let everybody start the commenting in on the show. To give you what's up, Mac? What's up, Mo? What's up, Scream Jones? So if you guys have not heard, over the weekend, P. Diddy decided to issue an apology. My man, what's going on, big dog? Teacher Gloria, how y'all doing? Y'all hit the like button. Let's go, man. Let's get them likes at least for 1,000 likes. Y'all hit the like button. Let's go. Ozzy, how's it going? Here, how's it going? Let me know where y'all chiming in from. I see the people liking the video. Let me know where you're chiming in from so I can give you a shout out as we get into the show today. What's going on, nephew? How was your weekend, man? There we go.
I'm like, what the crap going on,
man? Well, how do everything just keep changing?
Man, it just change up every freaking week.
Bro, can you just hit the off button and stop turning buttons over there? Because I don't touch none of the stuff in the studio over the weekend. Hey, inspired creators, how you doing?
See, it's at your house. I don't know,
bro. I don't touch none of this stuff, bro.
All right,
I don't even come in the studio most days.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So how you doing this weekend, bro? You doing good?
I'm doing good, man. I had a very this has been a very weird weekend. And we gonna get into why it's weird.
Hey, Rachel,
during the news, because we mentioned in a part of why it's weird.
Yeah.
But it's been a weird weekend. Me personally, though, I've been chill. I'm always chill.
My weekend went well. Let me know. Like I said, let me know what you guys chiming from. Inspired creator said, "While time is flying, is that already?" Rachel's in the building. Max said, "If we didn't see that, would he have said this? Of course, he wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that, man.
We're gonna get into that.
We got a lot to get into the show today. Do y'all do me a favor? Hit that like button if y'all can. Share the video out there on y'all pages, man. We appreciate it. Let everybody know. And if you want to chime in, if you haven't had time to chime in on the P. Diddy conversation, we're going to be doing this here for the next hour or two right here on the Joe Lockett Show. So you guys stay tuned. Of course, we got entertainment news. We got more news than just that we're going to talk about, but that's going to be the big part of the show. But before we get into the news of the day, nephew,
okay,
I want to talk about something to people who are watching the show.
Okay,
and I'm learning something, just as I get older. Hey, Sugar Crisp. And y'all tell me if y'all agree with this. And we're going to get into the P. Diddy conversation, I promise. Lady J, how you doing, baby? I'm learning that stop trying to convince people who are already convinced of the story that they have about you. I'm learning this because I'm just seeing some things. And over the weekend, I've seen some stuff, bro. And it's like, you can't convince people of what you say if they already got their own image and their own story about who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning, and I'm saying this on the National Digital Airways, that I'm no longer in the business trying to convince people when I've already told you something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So if I done told you something and you choose not to believe that, and you want to find all kind of other evidence to make that be, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my word is bond. I say what I said, and it is what it is at the end of the day.
It's not that I said. My word is bond.
I mean, my word is bond, but I don't need a lot, but I'm grown. I don't need a lot of nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But at the end of the day, bro, it's no need to try to convince somebody when they already got a story that they want to, that the story that they want to make of you because of whatever their reasons may be. Sometimes people don't like the truth. And that's the part that I people say, tell you the truth. But, you know, what I'm learning, nephew, people don't believe your truth.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I'm just being freaking honest.
But I mean, nowadays, the truth don't really matter.
No. But I'm just saying, bro, when it comes to life and when you're telling people not a version of the truth, when you're telling people the actual 100,000% truth, bro, they don't believe you. It got to be other reasons or something else that's going on and whatever. And bro, I'm not in the business of trying to convince people who are convinced of their own story that they have of me. I'm not doing it anymore.
He lied.
Well, you can call it what you want, bro. But I just want to say that to everybody out there, man. I'm saying it with love, but at the end of the day, man, stop trying to convince people, you know what I'm saying, of what you said, because people are going to find any way or any small thing that has nothing to do with a situation and try to make it your fault or make it, see, I told you, see, I knew that. And it's just absolutely not true. Not true at the end of the day. So, you know, I just want to say that to everybody that listen to the show, man, stop trying to convince wonderful people, beautiful people of your story. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, bro, they say the truth hurts. What the hell was that?
No, that was shots. Them shots.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna incorporate these sound
but I'm just saying, man, you know, and as we're moving on, because this goes on to the show that we're gonna be getting into with Sean P. Diddy, the Combs show we're gonna be talking about today.
Yeah,
you gotta stop trying to convince people, right? Your truth is your truth. The truth at the end of the day will always prevail itself. But when somebody's trying to find things to make it their truth, you gotta let that ride, bro. You gotta let that ride at the end of the day.
Okay.
How do you find success? I used to find success, whatever you do, whatever a person defines success as in their life, that's what success is. Success has different definitions for everybody. Miss Travis or Mr. Travis. I don't know who that is, but somebody asked me, how do I find success? And I'm like, you know, success is defined by that person.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated.
Completely unrelated,
completely unrelated.
But I saw it, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I wouldn't even get it time of day.
But it's okay. You know, I like talking about success anyway, but success is defined by the person. You know, and whatever you define success as, that is success. My success may be different than yours. All right, guys, you guys locked into your favorite eating ride. It is the Joe Lockett Show. Don't try to convince people that are convinced of the story that they already have of you. Stop trying to convince people of that, bro. Tell your truth, move on, bless them, and love them, and let you know, hey, ain't them but love at the end of the day. But you know something? We got to get into entertainment news.
We do.
You ready for that?
No.
Hey, man, you know something? Before we get into it, man, did you enjoy the workout, nephew?
Oh,
hey, y'all, I was down in the dungeon. Nephew came in. I'm down there lifting. He came down there to lift with your boy today a little bit.
Yeah, a little something.
You did, bro. You did a little something.
A little something.
You using that pushes away, boy. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to do that.
You know, he was in that benching more than me, yo.
No, don't lie. don't lie. I ain't even got the physique for the lie. No, don't lie.
Hey,
that boy put something on the rack. I was like,
hey,
nope.
Nephew came down and said, hey, I'm finna put some, but that's all you got. He said, that's all you got on there? That's it? Bro, that's all you got? Move. Let me show you what these young folks can do. Let me show you this.
All right, bro. Hey, dog, you push something I was not trying to touch.
Hey, man. Hey, man, you need to come down more often. Because you made.
I think I will, because I feel good.
Yeah, you made that light work for me today, though. When I came down to real talk, bro, because I told you what I was about to do. I didn't think I was gonna do, but when you were down, I was showing out. I'm like, I'm finna show this little young ninja.
Little whippersnapper. I know whippersnapper went through your head at least once.
It did, bro. It did, because I'm like, you see me, I like, yeah. It was easy. before you came down, I was struggling. But when you came down there, bro, I'm like, I ain't finna. He's not finna come down here and outdo me. So I will not be taking in this disgusting negative energy. I understand, Rachel. Understood, baby girl. We'll catch you on the next show. But right now it is to talk about P. Diddy is one of the top topics that's being talked about. So on today's show, we do have to talk. Well, we don't have to, but we are going to talk about that show. But we understand. We respect you. Yeah, but we understand that, baby girl. All right, have a good one, Rachel. We appreciate you. All right, guys, let's get into entertainment news with Cliff.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhanger.
Love it. I just love it. I just love it.
All righty. Y'all know what that little tag right there is for. We're getting into the cliffhanging part of the segment. Now, I don't want to go too fast because let's lead up to the diddler.
Okay.
All right. That's what they call it. That's what the young folks call him. We won't call him Diddy or Puff Daddy no more. We call him the diddler.
Okay.
All right. So let's lead up to that.
All right.
Like I always like to start my show off with, go ahead and cue my music. All righty, y'all. Hey, we told you we was gonna come back to it. Because it's time. We are finally in the conference finals. East and Western Conference Finals are finally here.
Right.
First things first, Boston has made it to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
The Indiana Pacers, even though I didn't want them to make it to the finals, they made it to the finals. Shouts out to y'all. Y'all earned it.
They earned it?
Yeah, they earned it. They earned it. Yeah, they earned it. Because I was rooting for the Knicks, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was rooting for them. But they handled their business in Madison Square. You deserve to go to the championship. Okay. So shouts out to the Pacers. Now, our team. The team. Hey, we don't come together on a lot of stuff. We really don't. But the T-Wolves,
they handled their business, bro.
Shout out to the T-Wolves, baby. Western Conference Finals. The T-Wolves versus the Dallas Mavericks. That's going to be lit.
I agree with you, bro. I totally agree.
That's box off. You got Luka Magic.
Yeah.
Uncle Drew.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And now Big Cat. Yeah. Finally acting like a lion out there.
Bro. He doing his thing.
Hey, man, with Big Rudy, I'm with y'all, man. I love to see it. Y'all, They look hungry.
Right.
They look like they want it.
Right.
They not scared of no type of moment.
Right.
And they finally, it seems they finally have a leader that all of them can come together and agree on. That's our man.
Yeah. And they cool with it because he gives them the credit, and he know when I'm not on, he gives them, my team, the team. We came to get us, and he don't look at it as my team. He just said us. We did what we had to go do.
Yeah. So shouts out to Ant-Man. I know he'll downplay the role, but you playing you playing it like it's supposed to be played, bro. Mm-hmm. So I give you nothing but credit on that. Mm-hmm. You doing your thing, dog. Right. Now these matchups, we're gonna go through them real quick. Well, how do you feel about it? Because Ant-Man did call out Kyrie. He called out Kyrie. He said that's gonna be my matchup.
But see, I like that though. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? You're not running away from the best players because that's what people want to see. Yeah. The best players go against the best players. We don't want to see, who gonna match up the best. You want to see the best go after the best. So at the end of the day, if he get burnt, which he will be,
you know what I'm saying? Pretty sure. That's Kyrie.
But they're gonna dance on each other. But where he got that ball on the yo-yo. You already see he got that thing on the string. So I think they both gonna get each other. Youth is gonna be on Ant-Man's side. Skill is gonna be on Uncle Drew's side. So it's gonna be a great matchup.
I do agree with that. Now, real quick question. Mm-hmm. This is a part of the thing I like to do now. I'm gonna do a few new things. Play with this a little bit.
All right, what we got?
We're gonna play a little small game of Price is Right. But price with as far as percentage. Okay. Who you got for the percentage on the East? Who you see coming out of the East?
Coming out the East, I'm gonna have to give myself Boston.
Boston?
I'm gonna say Boston. I'm gonna give Boston because I like to see Boston come out the East. Yeah.
All righty. What about the West?
That's gonna be tough. Because I'm going for both of them. Either one of them is cool for me.
Okay.
Because I really would like to see Kyrie, come out of there with Luke. But I'm gonna go with the young T Wolves.
Going with the young T.
I'm gonna say T. I'm gonna say T and Celtics. I'm gonna say T and Celtics.
I got the same part.
Yeah.
I got T Wolves in Boston.
Yeah.
So hey, we're gonna look into that. We're gonna see how they go.
Yeah.
All righty. Next up, I'm gonna throw y'all a curveball for news.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure most of y'all is not into it. But this is a piece of news that I felt like was important enough to mention. Okay. Because you can kind of relate this to media in a different field if you wanted to. Right. Only if you wanted to. There is a game coming out. I don't know if you know what Assassin's Creed is or whatever that. It's a company that makes games. They call Ubisoft. And they're behind this series called Assassin's Creed. Okay. Now, the premise about this is that it's a video game, of course, but it's loosely based off, it's fictional based off historical figures. Mm-hmm. They had one with George Washington, had one with Da Vinci and all of them. Mm-hmm. They had one, they tend to pick figures and points in history. Right. They got an Egyptian one. Mm-hmm. Like it's a real cool game. Right. So it's garnered the popularity from doing things like that. Right. Making it fun to go back to history. Right. Now they are trending in a negative light from a lot of different media forms in the gaming sphere for the wrong reason, it seems. They're going based off of two figures. One is fictional all the way. It's an Asian woman that is the protagonist of it. And there's a black man that's supposed to be a samurai. Okay. Now, it's based off of a person, and I may be mispronouncing their name, but I'm sure it's going by Yusuke. Okay. A black dude that came over to Japan back in the Edo period. Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of folks is mad that this black dude is a samurai. Okay. A lot of folks. And one of the forefronts, shout out to IGN, but no shouts out to you, have dropped it out in a negative light that they don't want for a black man to basically be the forefront of a game. Okay. And the only reason why I bring this up is because of the reception and the traction it's getting. Now, you know me, I'm a little bit of a gamer. I've played every last one of their stuffs. Okay. And for me to see this like that, honestly, it's a game. It shouldn't really matter as much as we making it here. Right. But for it to garner this much attention, all of y'all stuff has been pretty fictional. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't really matter if the dude black and it's a woman on the side for the protagonist too, as much as y'all making it. Mm-hmm. But it just seems as if this is getting blown out of proportion, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Loose thoughts on it? None at all. I'm not a gamer. You're not a gamer. So I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I speak on what I speak on. I'm taking your expertise on this, bro. Hey, I throw a curveball out there. Yeah. For the gamers that do know, hey man, drop something in the chat. Because I know we are on Twitch. Shout out to Twitch. If y'all got something on that, please feel free. I'll see the comments later. Right. Now, next up on the docket, moving from Twitch in our Twitch crowd, let's move on over to the older crowd. Guess who is getting a degree from Morehouse? It ain't me, sir. Yeah, no, seriously. Guess who's getting a degree on Morehouse? We're gonna switch to Jeopardy now. I don't know, bro. Who's getting a degree from Morehouse? Have fun with it. Is that Michael Jordan? I don't know, bro. You said Michael Jordan? Yeah, I mean, you said getting a degree from Morehouse. I don't know. Throw somebody else out, bro. Morgan Freeman? I don't know. All right, man. You ain't trying. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Joe Biden, President Biden is getting the honorary degree at Morehouse, and it was a lot of protests behind this. Joe. Yes. It was a lot of protests. It was a lot of folks not liking this. Yeah. What's your opinion on this before I go in? What's your opinion on this? Joe Biden getting an honorary degree from Morehouse, I think is because I didn't know he was even in school. I thought he was too old for school. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think right now, man, when it comes to politics, and I don't want to get too far into politics, but I just think at the end of the day, it's too much baiting when we're talking about politics. Baiting? Right?
Baiting meaning you're trying to get your constituents out to vote for you at this point. And I think at the end of the day that when you see Joe Biden doing what he does, he's trying to go after the black vote. Let's just be honest, right?
Yeah.
And so my whole thing is, are you doing this? Were you doing this for the last 4 years? And the answer would be no, right? At the end of the day,
I doubt he was too.
No, he wasn't. I mean, I'm just being honest. You see all the politicians when they go out, when it's time to run for office again, they start to go to their core that they need to help them get elected. Yeah. But my whole thing is, people have to watch, and I'm not telling people who to vote for, but you have to watch at the end of the day who is putting the work in when it's not being seen, right? And so when I look at these guys doing this stuff now, going to Morehouse, it's a couple of months out before the election, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you go into a black school, getting an honorary degree, talking to the blacks, right? And it just right now, people are smarter than that. And I think Joe Biden, and former President Donald Trump, they're going to have to do more than that to get the people to turn out to vote right now. You just can't show up and say, I got you, I'm on your side. I don't think this election is going to be a high turnout. And I think, their core, whoever they have, either side, is going to really be the determining factor of this election. I don't think Joe Biden is going to be able to win a new area of people. And I don't think Donald Trump is going to be able to win a new area of people. So we'll see what happens, man.
All righty. I'm with you on that too. Yeah. This does feel like a butt pull for somebody that hasn't been in tune with politics like that.
Yeah.
It seemed real convenient, like how you did last year. Hey, you ain't black if you gonna vote for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting from that.
Yeah.
Now for some breaking news.
What happened?
Did you hear about the president from Iran? Okay, so there was according to the Iranian state news, mm-hmm. That there was a helicopter crash with the president inside. And they turned up to the scene and they spent about 12 hours searching the scene and everything. Mm-hmm. And there was no survivors. Mm-hmm. I would think this is a prominent figure.
It is.
I don't know what to make of this because of what I've only heard through the news and bypass when it comes to Iran.
I would say when it comes to that kind of stuff, bro, let's wait and see till we get more information before we report that. It's good to put it out there, but let's give it some more time and get some more details on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's true. I do know this came like probably like a few minutes before the show.
Yeah. So like I said, let's wait till we get more details. It happened, but we need to look into it more before we get the reporting on it.
Will do.
All right.
Next up, the teacher back.
The teacher? What teacher?
The one that had his braids taken down.
What are you talking about now?
Hold on. He's making a point that I'm gonna be honest. If we got on his case like that, we better get on these other teachers' case too. Because he just brought up, he made a TikTok, of course. That's where he's left at this point because he ain't got no job. Okay. But he's been doing a few little media tours, getting on podcasts and stuff. He just made a TikTok about other teachers doing some of the same, if not the worst type of things. They've been trending literally almost coinciding with how he was trending. Mm-hmm. But it seemed more of if he was the target of everybody's outrage. Now, what he did brought up to the case, because it was a white man. I don't know his name. He was a teacher. He had his students, all girls, bedazzle his head. Now, me and you don't have hair.
Okay.
So they couldn't untwist anything.
Right.
But they didn't staple, but I think they like taped down or glued some like bedazzled jewelry around his head.
Yeah.
So he brought that as an example as, oh man, so we allow this. It's still girls in this dude's head, and it's nothing but girls. But he was like, okay, if we don't like that, then let's switch the sexes. He brought up a image that I did see trending around too, with this woman that she had her leggings on. I'm not gonna lie, she had the yams poking.
Okay.
It was poking.
Okay.
It was poke.
Okay.
And she had she took a picture and she was like, "Do you think the boys are looking at me when I walk past?"
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the chat said yes. I think they're not the only ones looking.
Right.
But he brought that as another example.
Those are not examples to me. Those are not fair examples.
How are they not fair examples?
Because the news story that they made, he made it to national news. Those stories didn't. Okay. So,
but they were the same things.
No, it's not the same thing because the first dude you said was a white dude. The white people didn't make a big issue out of it because he still got his job. Okay. The other teacher, right? She asked a question. They didn't have no other students involved. So it's not the same. What he did, I'm telling you, what he did, bro, made news. You know what I'm saying?
It made news, but do you think it's a wild way that for the white guy dealing with other white kids, just to be fully honest on it, is nothing but white kids in it.
Okay.
But do you think that it's right that more of the black dudes crucified him on something that most
different
folks
cultures,
would find
different tolerance? So
completely different college. All righty. So with the other lady, she was a black lady,
but she didn't have no kids around. She asked a question. There's no kids around her. She wasn't saying, "Boys, what do y'all think? Young men touch me." No, well, none of that. She took a picture of herself and asked a question. It's not on the same level.
Hold on, bro. Let me go to her.
Bro, I think, bro,
I really did just like,
bro, for him, like I said, the stuff that he's doing, if you got to go and try to prove your point, you know what I'm saying? And you still running your mouth, bro, you done lost your case.
Yeah, she said, y'all think the 10th graders is looking at me. Okay. I was definitely doing that.
But like I said, it's a teacher that took a picture and asked a question to social media.
Yeah.
Okay. That's completely different than you taking a live video with people's daughters that you don't have permission from taking down your hair. That's completely different. The white man did it, and the white community have a problem with it. When he did it as a black man with the black young ladies, bro, the black people, women, daughters, they had a problem with it. Get over it, bro. Get over it. At the end of the day, there's no comparison. The parents did not like it. The teachers, the school did not like it. They fired your ass. Done deal. Keep it moving. There's nothing, bro. He can get up here and cry all day long and try to sit up here and match apples and oranges. You're not getting your job back. And the people who got sympathy for you, but got sympathy for you. If the school really got sympathy for you, they're going to give you a job. I don't see nobody else saying, come to my school and do the same thing. So he's falling on deaf ears.
But he might be able to go to another school.
We'll see. I guarantee they're not going to let him do that. Nah. Ain't nobody, bro. He's not going to be able to do that for the kind of teacher that he is. No. Like I said, it's nice for him to make the rounds on the podcast and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm not mad at the man. He got to make the best of his time, but he need to go write a book or sell some merchandise because I don't think he's gonna get back in the school system, bro. I don't know what kind of book you're gonna write though. But I agree with you, Mike. It was weird for a woman to be able to post that. I agree with you on that part there. You know, I don't think you should become, even if you're a teacher, she was trying to get maybe some clicks or whatever, but it'd have been better if you're saying when I walk in the grocery store, do you think men are looking at me instead of saying teachers? No, that's what. Instead of saying kids.
But it would have been more understandable if you said in a grocery store. It would look the way that you're asking this while you're at a school.
I think it does look away, but that's up to the school to say it was improper for her to ask something like that at the school that she's working with.
This is my only thing with
that. But it had nothing to do with kids.
This is my only thing with that. It's up to the school with a lot of stuff. Uh-huh. That's the school and the school boards on how they do stuff.
Right.
He got this type of outrage and ridicule before they even moved.
Bro, he was in school on live. Come on now. Bro, it doesn't compare.
He made a TikTok that wasn't live.
But it was live.
It wasn't live.
Okay, that was a TikTok. Okay, he put a TikTok in school and put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on TikTok.
And he did it at school on school time.
They made TikToks too, Joe.
Okay, they made, bro. That's what I'm saying. So it would have been better if she would have said, but she had no kids around. She asked a question at school. So that really goes to the school, not to the parents, because who kids was in it?
It was no kids in it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's different. That's up to the school to say that was improper. You was on school property. You shouldn't do that. So that's totally really up to the school. But when you post a TikTok video of kids doing your hair and you post it on social media, when you in a function, and you in a school function, you on school property with people's kids. That's totally different.
I mean, if we're not making it a race thing, the white dude did the same thing. But
the white community did not make it a problem, so they okay with it. Bro, he with the black community and they got a problem with it. Get over it. Bro, you can't get mad because the white folks didn't put him out there on CNN and say they had a problem with the kids doing that. White folks probably thought it was funny. Black parents didn't. So again, it does not matter what he's trying to show. Mm-hmm. The parents had a problem with it. The school had a problem with it. So again, bro, you're fighting a losing battle. Trying to say somebody else did it. See, no, bro. When you did it, they didn't like that you did it, and you busted, and that's it. And let's go. Like Eric said, it's inappropriate. And then whatever a school or a parent deem inappropriate, bro, it's inappropriate. It is. You know what I'm saying? If the white school didn't deem it inappropriate and they thought it was funny and cool, that's that school. That's that teacher. That's those kids. That's those parents. If you went over here and that white teacher went over to that black school and they said that was inappropriate, it would have been inappropriate. So you can't compare apples and oranges when
my only thing is I doubt they would have had a problem with it.
We don't know that, bro.
If he would have,
but we don't know that.
We don't. But that's
your opinion. But again, like I said, when you put a white person in a black school and with the same situation, we will see. But until then, bro, you what you did was wrong, and you can go on Good Morning America. You can go. Bro, you can go on the Shay Shay Club. You can go on the View. You can go wherever you want to. There is not many parents that's going to agree with what you're trying to say. Anytime you got to make an argument and see, look over here, somebody else did this, bro.
Now, he might be able to get on the View.
He can get on all those shows, but he's going to get on those shows, bro, and feel more bad because, bro, the black community is going to come after him. He's not going to win this.
I'm 50-50 on how the black community seeing him.
Okay.
Because I don't see too much outrage on his post. I don't get it wrong. I do see a lot. It's a lot of folks.
Bro, you see the younger generation saying, the younger generation is saying,
no, it's a few old cats. This ain't a age thing on this.
Okay.
This not an age thing on this. Because it's young dudes that be like, no, don't touch my daughter. Or don't be around my daughter. But it's other old dudes that be like, I don't see a problem. Like it's 50-50 on the age thing. It's just how you see it. I don't want to make that a
I don't care how I look at it. At the end of the day, he busted, he fired. He need to move on with his life. I'm just being honest.
Hey, if it's your profession, you might want to hold it down.
No, I'm not beefing with nephew. Yeah, I'm trying not to beef with him, but he about to make it go there.
I don't care about this like that. I'm just bringing up the topic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, bro, the dude is trash.
Yeah.
Okay, he trash.
I'm just bringing up the topic.
Yeah, but I'm saying at the end, but he keep trying to come out here and make it an issue when he need to move on with his life. I mean, bro, you did something wrong. Apologize for it and move on. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I made a mistake. I won't do it again. You know, that'll probably get you back into schools. But going here trying to make your point and prove that, you know, other people are doing it, that never works. Mm-hmm. That's like, you know, you get caught. You got a brother and sister. You get caught and you said she did it too. You still gonna get your ass whooped.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Nobody cares about that, bro. That's what he's doing. Look, he did it over him. She did it, but y'all said it's pro. But what I did, bro, ain't nobody mind gonna change of a video with girls taking your braids down. The image not gonna change. Not gonna change.
We do not care.
All right, bro. Let's go.
All righty. Next up. Now we get to the main flavor of the day.
All right.
Because this happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
This happened over the weekend right here. We're going.
What's up, HR babe in the house? Texas in the house.
The Diddler finally speaks.
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to play what he said?
Yeah, go ahead. For people who did not hear what P. Diddy had to say over the weekend, what we're going to be talking about here on the show today, let's get it.
All righty. Hold on. Let me reload it.
I think, you know, when I heard it, first I had to make sure it wasn't AI.
Nah,
because I couldn't believe that he decided to come out and speak.
Reflect on it's times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. I made notes of behavior on that video, and I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusting. Disgusting then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. When I sought out professional help, I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. I asked God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. I did it to be a better man each and every day.
Dude in the background.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
All right,
It's
y'all.
so difficult to reflect.
Yeah. That was P. Diddy over the weekend sitting somewhere looking into a phone after he found out that he couldn't know his statute of limitations was out and he could not be prosecuted.
Oh yeah, it's time to talk now.
So now I can come out and say that I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I want to know in the comments, y'all. Let's be kind, because I don't want to get kicked off of social media. But what do you guys think of when you heard what you just heard here on the Joe Lockett Show? What do you guys think of P. Diddy's apology, nephew? Because I got a lot to say on this here myself personally.
I keep mine simple.
So when you heard it, what did you think?
I shout out to Joe Budden. I'll let him say it for me.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
That's my point on it. Because it's just like how everybody said.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, not only do I not forget how you were speaking about this way before stuff came out and through the midst of stuff coming out, but it's convenient when they couldn't get you or have any way of pressing charges on you. You find a way to speak now. That's just like when they went and raided your house, but you kept popping up in different states and other countries. That's just like when any other rumor or allegation come out and nobody can either prove or get you on anything that has been said or done to them. You find a way to conveniently speak out in this very backhanded type of positive manner. That's how I hear it. You're trying to put a positive spin on what it is you knew you got either away with or that you're not really sorry about. People can read through BS. Dude, and not to bring it back to the Drake, Cole, and Kendrick, but them three in specific, with me being fans of all three of them, have run-ins with this dude. Drake's, it's painted. We don't know if he did. So it's all alleged. But it's alleged that you had somebody go after Drake and that you were definitely asking around about him. You got in fisticuffs with both J. Cole and Kendrick. And whenever there's anything else that goes towards your character that nobody can either prove on or get you on, you tend to speak in this very, like I said, backhanded, positive type of manner, where you're trying to paint yourself as this great dude that has this huge amount of reflection that is taking nothing but things in a positive manner. And it doesn't sound genuine. That's my biggest problem with him. You don't sound genuine and you don't sound real. So that's why when I heard it, I'm sitting there laughing the whole time. This dude ain't for real. This he throwing this out his ass for real. You can't be serious. Cause first off, any dude that would have did that, guess what you wouldn't be doing? Talking. Even a dude that ain't a man would know to shut up. Nobody would be talking after this. If you got lawyers, which I'm sure you do, They would tell you not to be talking after this.
No, he did the smart thing business wise.
You think he did the smart thing?
Oh, business wise, yes, definitely the smart thing.
I'll ask this question because you might be right. Because he might be trying to stop the faucet from leaking, or at least turn it into a leak, even though it was just pouring out. My thing about it is, when it comes to him, from what I've seen, I could be absolutely wrong, but his business is catered more to public opinion or to public perception, and how he moves, the mystique and the aura that is a Diddy is made from how not only his peers talk about him, but how the public perceives him.
Okay. So you finish?
I mean, I was just asking the question on that. Hey, I made my point. So I think it was all fake.
Your question now? I want to make sure I answer your question.
Because you said this was good for him business wise.
Business wise, because if you're in business with this guy and there are some people who still believe in him or going forward, or he started doing things later on, somebody started trusting him.
Now I will say this: his Revolt brand, they completely threw him under the bus.
but bro,
they completely threw him under the bus.
Let me tell you this: it goes back to public perception. This is what I got to get into when we're talking about the P. Diddy situation.
Okay,
he did the right thing for business, because if and when this does blow over, people are going to look at how did he handle it, even in the midst of what he's going through now.
You think it's going to blow over?
That's what I'm going to get into.
Okay. Go ahead, Cook.
So,
go ahead, Cook.
I heard what you said, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with what you said, nephew. And I'm piggybacking off what you said, but I'm just going to take it a step further.
Okay.
Further, because when you're talking about the business part of him apologizing, that was a business apology. It wasn't a Cassie, I'm sorry. Women, I'm sorry for being that guy.
A PR person.
Yeah,
wrote it down and told him to read it.
He knew what he had to do because, bro, he understands the business world. Okay. How many men have come back after something like this and been okay? A lot. I'm not going to call names out, but a lot of men have come back and been okay. This is what people have to realize, and this is what I want to talk about here on the show today. Us as a culture, us as men and women, and especially men, we got to stop giving individuals like P. Diddy a pass. Women, y'all got to stop giving dudes like P. Diddy a pass and saying that, he done been through therapy. God is working on him.
Somebody, you think that's what the people doing?
Bruh, it happens all the time. People can go back out there and get on the show, go to therapy, talk about this stuff, all that good stuff. And I'm saying as a man, I don't care what anybody else thinks, but I'm saying this as a man. What I saw on that video was a small percentage of what this guy does to people and women behind closed doors. I want people to understand this guy was in the middle of a hotel in a towel, like he owned the place. The way he did that young lady, Cassie, the power and the veracity that he hit that young lady with, bro, and the way he kicked that girl when she was down on the ground like she was nothing and grabbed her and dragged her back into the room. That dude right there don't change. Y'all know why I know? Because I've been around people like that. They get worse. And we, as a culture, have to stop thinking that you can rehabilitate those kind of people. P. Diddy is trash. He should be counseled forever. His ass should be thrown under the jail. You can go to church. You can ask for forgiveness. You can go to therapy. You are who you are, bro. You did that to that young lady and more. There is nothing that dude could say for me, because I can just see if that was my daughter. When I look at Cassie, man, when the way he treated her, bro. Imagine what he does behind closed door and how he treats people that he feels is beneath him. That's a different level of arrogance that this dude got.
That's true.
The audacity, the unmitigated God that this guy had to actually come on here and try to tell you guys, at that moment, I was messed up. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Bruh, you've been in this business a long time. That's what you're supposed to say. Not one time did you look into that thing from 2016 to 2024. You've been denying this shit for the whole time, bro. If you were sorry, you would have made sure that girl knew at that point in time that you were sorry. This 2016. This damn near 10 years later. And now you sorry? You sorry because the video came out. You sorry because public perception of you is now that you're not P. Diddy. Now you're that man that, does things to women that they shouldn't be doing. You're not a man.
I'm gonna be honest. Now you what everything she said you was in that paper.
Yes, and more.
You are everything
and more. What y'all women and men, we have to understand, we cannot give these kind of men a chance to come back. I don't believe in redemption for a guy that can sit there and do what he did. That right there, the way he did that, I can't, bro. I can't. I just can't. What I saw in that video, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. I know what that looks like, and it don't change. Let me tell you, I've seen this up close and personal. I've seen a woman being drugged across the floor. I've seen a woman being locked in a room and beat the hell out of. I've seen this my whole life. I've seen a woman get hit and get knocked the hell out. I've seen this. And them dudes to this day, they don't change. If that woman don't leave for whatever reason she's not leaving for, he's not going to change. And if he get another woman, he's going to be the same person he was with that last woman, because those guys find weak women to prey on. And let me tell y'all something about them weak ass dudes. Okay? They never, ever, and P. Diddy, your punk ass too, you never have stepped up to another dude, now have you? Let me tell you something. I want y'all to think about what I'm about to say here. That MF always got security around him when he going outside, right?
He does.
But he have no security. He ain't have no security around him when he was hitting that young lady. Huh? It's easy to hit somebody that's not protected. But when you got guys that can come after you and put hands on you, you got security around you now. See, her brothers and sisters and daddy can't get to you. But you can get to this young lady because she's unprotected. You see what I'm saying? So a guy like you, man, a piece of trash. You got security to protect you, but you can do anything you want to do to people in your circle that's unprotected. Because I guarantee you, he would not be walking outside without any protection. I promise you that. See, them kind of guys right there, they don't change. And this is what I ask America in the digital universe. Don't forgive this guy. I don't care what he does. He can go live his life, but for us being in the public eye and being in business anymore, I don't think anybody should do business with this guy ever again, because they don't change. He is who he is. He did what he did because he felt he can get away with it, and he would have kept lying. Go back and listen to what the guy said. What people put out, the little piece of rap song that he allowed his son to put out. When y'all see that everything is in the clear, everything's gonna be okay, we're gonna be vindicated. Then the video came out. Put out another video, bro. Put out another diss song. Now what you gonna say? You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, we have to stop forgiving people like him. You know what I'm saying? There is no coming back for what he did to that young lady, man. There is no coming back. Those guys will continue to do this as long as they can get away with it. When they get back in the dark and they get back in the dark room somewhere and nobody is looking, if he gets back on top again, he's going to do the exact same thing. But what happens in the world where he is, as long as he make a hit, he can make money, he can draw eyeballs and eardrum. Guess what? People are going to draw to him. They're going to say, I forgive him. He's a better person. Everybody in his universe knew what he was doing. All y'all, from security to the hotels to everybody around him, family, friends, and everybody knew what that man was doing. Everybody knew what he was doing, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, when a man at that level is doing that, bro, he can't hide it. In his home, everybody knew what he was doing. Think about what I'm saying, ladies. When you're in these situations in your house, in your home, everybody in your house know what's going on. Kids, everybody. When you have events close to people and people know how you are, they know you're afraid. They know how he make you sit right there, or you dress in a certain way, or when you say something, he look at you and you be quiet. Your family knows. Your friends know. They don't say nothing, but they know. Because that guy's always correcting you. That guy always got you close to him. He never lets you out of his sight. If you're doing anything on the public eye, he's standing right there on the side, or he got somebody right there making sure you don't get out of line. And he got a car waiting for you to get back in the car, where he's either waiting or you going right back to the hotel. He got people watching you.
Are they just as bad for knowing and not saying something?
I can't say they're bad for the people saying that they don't know or don't say something, because when a woman is going through that, bro, they feel trapped, because a lot of times they got caught with the glory of the fame of wanting to be something. Because to my understanding, Cassie wanted to be a singer. Now
she wanted to be in the industry.
She wanted to be in the industry. Now, if the head guy started liking you, you thinking your chances is going to be, even better. Sean P. Diddy, he likes me. He's going to engineer my career. Why would you not believe him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the man. He's talking to me. He's taking me out, put me in his building, take me on his private planes, his yachts. Of course you're going to go rock with that. And of course he's going to ooze and, wine and dine her. But then as you get into it, you start to do one little small thing, because he ain't going to start off, you know what I'm saying, with the big stuff. He's going to see how far he can take you. Are you going to walk away? And then once you get to the point where he see that he got you, and he starts to alienate you from your family and friends, and now that he see that you got the big eyes, the diamond shaped eyes now, that you can do this for me. Oh, that's easy for him to do. So he's gonna get you into his universe, and then once you start to doing, hey, I want you to put that on. Hey, I want you to go over there. Hey, come do this for me. Hey, what you doing? Come here, do this for me. And you doing it because you're thinking at that time he's gonna help you. I got your album. We're gonna do it. We're gonna cut this for you. But then he started to actually do more and more and more and more. Now, as a woman, do you walk away, bro, or do you stay? Now everybody knows what's going on. You starting to see the power of this guy, who he got in his control. When you try to leave, right? They bring you back. He wines and dines you. He keeps you there. Like I said, over years, bro, I would never say that she should have left, because I don't know why she couldn't leave, or did she try to leave, and what did he have on her? Who knows how that man, the way his world works.
The rumor is only a rumor. It's not anything facts.
Okay, Uncle.
Rumor and alleged that he may have had an NDA on her that lasted for an amount of time.
I'm not making excuses for Leon.
Okay,
Leon. Somebody said I'm making excuses for her. I'm not making excuses for her. What I'm telling you is we don't know what she went through. Because when a woman,
excuses for who?
No, someone on here saying that I'm making excuses for Cassie. Cassie. But let me say this. When a man has a power over a woman, and when a man, the first time that he lay hands on a woman, right? Most women do not leave. Number one.
I'm still stuck on the excuse part. Is there an excuse for being hit on?
No, he's saying she could have left, but
she could have left. But that goes back to how you were talking about with your own personals being felt like you had your hands tied. Because if she wanted to be in the industry, cool, you can make a bank on yourself and it can or cannot happen, or you can use one of the tools that seems to be reaching out to you.
Okay.
And I get it. You can easily leave that if you're in a situation where you don't feel safe.
Bro, you can't easily leave that when you see what P. Diddy did when she was trying to leave. You're not easily leaving that.
Well, we only talking about early on.
No, but I'm saying early on. If he did that then, he most likely was doing that when she first tried to leave.
I don't know, because we don't know. We don't. Hold on,
bro.
Hold on now.
We know what we saw.
We know what we saw. I'm only speaking to earlier on with how we're talking about the situation. Yes, we know he hit. Nobody's defending that point. I'm only talking about earlier on because you said it yourself. it's a build up to see what all you can get out of her.
Okay, but when a woman first try to leave, bro, okay, like I said, I've been around this all my life too, bro. I know what I'm talking to this dude on here. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking to this dude on here. And I'm telling you, bro, I know what this looks like. And women stay for their own reason. Women stay for their family. Women stay for their kids. Women stay for the safety of they thinking that they can't do anything else. Women stay because they think it's love. I am not going to get on this digital platform and say why women stay or they should have left because they're adults. When you're in that situation as a woman and a man put his hands on you, you can say you're an adult. But when a man does that and you've never had that happen to you before, and if you haven't had that happen to you before, just because you left, that don't mean every woman's strong enough to leave. Every woman leaves when they're strong enough to leave. You know what I'm saying? And they stay for whatever reason they stay for.
And if she wanted to get into music or be a singer, who better to do it than who everybody reveres, especially when it goes to singing and art?
That's not okay. So
you might feel like you have your hands tied, because if you get away, let's say you do get away from them. If you do get away from them,
they come back.
But that's the thing. Hold up, that's the other part. He's still a big enough figure to drown you out.
Yeah.
He's still a big enough figure to stop any motion or anything that you can do on your own. So she might have felt like something was hand tied if it goes point to Diddy.
Okay.
I mean,
so you're saying your wife lived with Michael Jackson and his parents was deep in the industry. So I'm not understanding. So what does that mean? When your wife lived with him, she had opportunity to do all that and said no. Okay, but here's my thing.
Just speak to your wife.
But what was her no? You keep saying it's their fault. Why aren't they leaving? Okay, but again, why we don't know why Cassie did not leave. We don't know if she tried to leave and he did things to keep her or made her stay. See, we go on this assumption of what a woman should do, 10 years, something. We don't know that situation is all I'm saying, my guy. Okay. When a woman chooses, but you don't know why she's choosing, because a man can put the fear, and I'm speaking from my own personal experience. A woman can be afraid to leave because when a man make a threat, right? Whatever the threat may be, it could be so severe that she won't leave. Okay. We don't know if this man was taking care of her family. We have no idea what, if you do this, I'm going to stop this is going to happen. So she feels she has to stay. Like I said, I'm not going to be irresponsible and get on this platform and say that this girl should have did this, shouldn't did it. She's a adult, she should have left. I don't know why she didn't leave. I don't. All I know is that he shouldn't have been doing what he was doing while she was there. Let me say that. While that woman was there, he shouldn't have been, as a man to man, whether she stayed or left, he shouldn't have been doing what we believe he was doing while she was there. That still don't give him an excuse for what he was doing. I'm not excusing Diddy, and I'm not going to go out and say what Cassie should have done, could have done, shouldn't have done. Because again, I'm not in her situation. People should have said, Joe, well, you should have got out the military, or you should have left your marriage a little bit earlier, or you should have did this. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but everybody should have did something, but you stayed or you left for your own reason in your time. See, we still got to stop sitting here trying to say, you know what I'm saying, 10 years, but you don't know what that woman had to go through for 10 years. I don't know. I don't know the arm reach, the power of Sean Combs, bad boy power. I don't know what that is for her. And if you have no money and if this man has gotten you in a position and got evidence on you, videos of you, whatever the case may be, bro, we don't know what that is. He can release things on you, mess up your career. You're afraid you got nobody, like nephew said, you know, people are going to believe him over you. It takes a lot of courage when you to mess around and gave up your life, which a lot of women do when they get in those positions. They give up themselves for their man. So at the end of the day, I think my man is irresponsible for you and I for you to even say that she should have left when we don't know why she didn't leave, or we don't even know that she couldn't. Not excusing him, but we can blame, we can blame all parties. I can't put blame on a woman when I saw what he did. I can't, bro. I'm sorry, as a man, I can't do that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when a man does that to a woman, bro, that's debilitating on so many different levels. On so many different levels. And you don't know, and I don't know, because I'm not a woman, what that does to your confidence as a woman. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not a woman, but I know when I get beat up as a dude, when I was a kid and I got beat up as a little kid, you know, you go back into the next fight with a little bit of fear. Okay. Now, when you got a woman coming in and a dude is doing this to you on a continuous or consistent basis, you got to figure out how you're going to get out. Because let me tell you something, from my personal experience, for the women that try to leave, have y'all ever noticed they got to find a way to leave? They just can't walk up like you're saying, bro, and just move and move. And this just in regular situations. This is just normal day life. Women who got men like that, they just can't get up and leave, because those kind of dudes, they may not wake up the next morning. So it ain't easy as me and you may sit here and say, well, she should have left, and she could have did this, she could have did this. In it, man. I've seen it. It's not that easy. Go ahead, nephew.
I got timestamps for how long they've been dealing with each other. Okay. They were secretly dating around 2007. They pronounced themselves as a couple in 2012, and they knocked everything off and stopped in 2018.
Okay, so you've been married for 19 years. I get it. So I mean, I'm not understanding. Okay, you've been married for 19 years, meaning what big dog? I mean, I'm just asking, man. Let me see. Can I don't know if you got enough files. I want to bring you on, because
I got questions. Because why would you bring that up right now?
He don't have enough followers. He only got 100.
Yeah, I'm interested as well.
Okay, got you, bro. Okay,
because why is that the correlation?
Okay,
that's what.
So you had 19 years of marriage. So you're saying you're 19 years. Okay, he got to go. Okay, so. Appreciate you. Thank you for following the show, man. I appreciate you. Love to chop it up with you next time, bro. Hey, have a good day at work, man. One love. No, respect this opinion, because there are people who are saying that about Cassie, right? But like I said, I'm not going to get on this platform doing this for I've been doing over 10 years. It's irresponsible for me to say, y'all entitled to your opinion. But for me, it's irresponsible for me to say that she could have left. Because again, knowing what this is, then work in the domestic violence, working with the YWCA, being around this all my life, seeing it up close and personal, to know what it does to a woman. When a woman goes through domestic violence and a man strikes her, hurts her, what does the woman do? Real talk, America. She go into protection mode. Of who? Him. Because she don't call the police, because if she call the police, they're going to arrest him. It's going to go on her record. She don't want that to happen, because that's her husband or that's her man. You don't want to see the kids of your father get arrested. That's a lot of pressure on the woman. So most times the woman won't report it. But let me tell you what I seen happen in my life. I seen it up close and personal. As soon as that person got a scar on their face, that MF called the police. One little scar. Out of all them years, what you done, this woman put a scar on your damn face. You call the police, and now she got a record. But you done beat her ass for years. But you're just protecting yourself. So like I said, when we say that a woman could have done something, I don't know what a woman can do, because women stay for different reasons. They protect. A woman goes into protection mode of the guy that abused her. There are some women that's going to strike out and say, I'm not taking this. I'm not raised like this. I'm better than this.
This is my only problem with how he's speaking about it.
Okay.
I don't like that that's looked at as we're giving excuses. These were just options that wasn't taken. Now, if you want to look at it as an excuse, cool, but I feel like you'll do yourself a disjustice if you're doing that. I think she had options, but she had to also weigh those. We can't, because we got to realize who we're all talking about here. Mm-hmm. We're talking about Diddy,
right?
Who has a huge hand in both R&B and hip hop. Right now, what would be looked as pop?
No, bro. Let's keep going. Political influence,
No,
law
I didn't even get there.
enforcement, all of that.
But that's the other part. I didn't even get to that.
Lawyers, all of that.
He has other connections that go past just being music.
Yeah.
So we got to think about the position. Who else would know that better than a Casey? We put down the timestamps. She been with this dude since 2007.
Yeah.
That was just him stunting. He didn't even do nothing in that part of the decade. And you already see the effect or the hand that he has placed on music and other connections outside of it. You will feel like you are hands tied to a point, especially if you want to pursue something for your own career. And you have to immediately, if you get with this dude, if he don't make your career, you got to give it up.
And let me say this to a lot of people watching the show today out here on digital airwaves. Okay. Everyone knows in the music industry or the entertainment industry, bro, for the most part, there's a price to pay when you get to a certain level. When you're around certain people,
it's talked about.
You know what I'm saying? It's talked about, bro. And I know
loosely on details,
okay,
but it's definitely.
Okay, so let me say this. There are some things I know factually. Okay. Some things I know factually. There are a lot of people.
Can we talk about it?
No. I would never. No, I'm not trying to make my podcast go viral for that crap. I don't.
Okay, because you got me scared.
No. I've done security and I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me just say this. There are a lot of things that people would do for money.
Okay.
Let me just say that. And some people won't. Some people will. Depending on the person, if they think they can get that opportunity, bro. People would do, and y'all won't believe this, but it's fine. But men and women would do certain things for fame, for paychecks. Not saying Cassie did that. All I'm saying is exactly for influence. So all I'm saying is at the end of the day, we have to be very careful when we talking about women. Just because she would have for 2007 till whatever time she left. Okay, fine. What was she staying for? What was going on at that time? When did things actually start to happen behind the scenes for her? When did she see it? And when you say, well, she should have left, how many women that's not even dealing with nobody on a daily level, working at Target, husband working in a factory, and they didn't leave? Those women, some of those women stayed because she got kids. She wanted them to know their father because she didn't know she didn't know her father. See, we got to be very careful when we're telling, women that you should have left or you could leave anytime you want to. Those guys at that level or on a regular, 9 to 5 basis level, those guys always come after them. Them guys always come back and say, sorry, I'm not going to do it no more. The woman love him. He goes back. He don't do it for a while. Right. And guess what? What happens again once you really get it? But then she make an excuse. Well, you know something? I kind of did that. I made him mad. I should have made him mad because she don't want to go through this task of leaving again. So then she started to fault and blame herself. What is she doing? She's killing her own confidence, her own belief system. And it gets to a point. And this was explained to me by women. So this is just Joe Lockett not talking out his ass. This is explained to me by women who've been through this. You get to a point where you don't believe in yourself anymore. You don't have confidence in yourself anymore. You don't even have the confidence to leave or tell somebody because now you're embarrassed. Because usually the people who told you to leave, you don't want to go back to them anymore because now either they're going to come in and do something to him that you don't want to happen or you're too embarrassed. See, we got to be very careful when we say women should but why come they didn't? I don't know. The bigger question is, why did the man keep doing what he was doing because she didn't? That's where the blame got to go to me. Why did he keep doing what he did? Because most punk ass dudes that are hitting on women, you don't never see them get in a fight with a man. You never see this. You don't see them going out when they get mad and haul off and slap a dude.
Very rational then.
But think about what I'm saying. The dudes that's out there doing this to women,
very composed when this dude on
you have all your anybody ever been through this? Okay, anybody ever been through this? Please tell me if your man, or if you ever been through this, did that dude go out there when he got married with some dude and do the same thing he did to you? Tell me. I'm gonna tell you. No, he did not. No, he didn't. He ain't crazy. He ain't that angry. Because he ain't doing that to the other men. I guarantee you, any man that's a consistent man that put his hands on a woman, he is not consistently putting his hands on dudes when they get mad or they say something out the ordinary. He's the most quietest dude out there when he's out there at work, when he's around fellas. When he get mad, he'll go home, but he ain't saying that.
He gonna cry when he get in the car.
He gonna cry when he get in the car. I promise you that, bro. These dudes are punks and cowards. They're hitting on the lowest indefensible person that they can because they're punks. Less than a man. Any man that raises his hand to a woman and do what Diddy did on a continuous basis, bro, don't deserve to be walking around with us. I'm just saying that, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want to get a man a forgiveness and reprieve, back in his career, that's on y'all. I don't want a fool having nothing else to do with Diddy. I don't. I've been through this too many times, man. I cannot forgive a dude when they lay their hands on a woman to that extent, bro. Like they don't. He treated that woman like he didn't care. He had no emotions, no feelings for her, bro.
And treated her like, I'm sure he didn't.
Bro, the way he kicked her in that video and drug her, bro. That's when you do somebody, bro. When I've been into a fight, that's for somebody I really want to hurt, or I don't care if they here tomorrow. Okay? That's how he did the woman that he's supposed to care about. There is never that much anger against somebody that you love. There's never, ever, ever that much anger in a man, bro. That's on him. That is in you. You coming on your little telephone telling folks I was sorry the moment I did it. Number one, you're lying. Because everything you said that you said you didn't do it.
Man, what you'd have been sorry after the first hit.
You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't follow through.
It's not gonna take you 900 years to come out when a video come out to say, I'm in therapy. I don't give a damn if you're in therapy. Okay, when you in therapy, I need him to do, bro. They need to put him in solitary with a dude bigger than him that's gonna slap him around for 10 years.
Make sure he a Diddy fan too.
Yeah, make sure you're a Diddy fan. You know what I'm saying? Put him in a situation, the same situation that he is in. Let him go through that and let him see how that feels. Put somebody in power over him. You see what I'm saying? Because no matter what you did, you would never be able to understand what the people or the women or the men that you have done this to, the careers you have messed up, the women lives you have messed up, the people you have threatened. You would never understand that at the end of the day, bro.
Now, this is what I'll say to him. Because I think stuff go deeper than just him being a DV advocate. I think he's actually on that, not the spectrum, but I think he's kind of twisted. And the only reason why I say that is because there's been enough rumors, and even this was a rumor at one point. Right. But with me seeing this in real time and it actually being caught on video, like I said, it just brings back all of these other stuff that people have said about you.
Hey, y'all, hit the like button for me.
And what's been consistent, what people have been saying about you is that you can fly off like that.
But if you watch his videos,
like that.
But if you watch his videos, bro, that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He changes, you know what I'm saying? Energy level.
But he has a way in his videos where he can play it off and make it seem like he just a hype dude. And a lot of the happy hype dudes can get rolled off of just happy hype dudes.
I see you, Nick Dog. I'm gonna answer your question.
But the reason why I say that is because some of these rumored incidents or alleged incidents where people are talking about Puff, they talk about him as if they scared too.
Yeah.
And for somebody that is quick, that it only sounds like I said, for somebody that sounds like you're quick to the handle like this, that you will spin off on anybody and you got this much power and influence. I'm looking back at other folks that ain't saying nothing now, that was on your case heavy. Oh, I get why they shut up now.
Yeah.
I get why they shut up now. Because if it ain't all the way through, and a lot of stuff can get dropped off with either reasonable doubt or statute of limitations. Oh, I say the wrong thing at the wrong time, I'm done.
You're done. And a lot of people ain't gonna put their livelihood up like that.
And a lot of people not, and he's tied to too many folks. That like I said, even with Casey, I believe Casey did have her hands tied, but I believe she wasn't the only one.
No, bro. No.
And she's still not.
No.
So it's like we dealing with a dude that not only got this amount of influence and power behind him, but he's consistently been dropping off the hand. A lot of folks is probably write that off as him and his personality.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like, man,
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I can't look at her and say that these are excuses. She didn't have too many choices after a while,
bro. I'm gonna bring Suge Knight into this. Okay, how many dudes stayed around after they got their ass whooped by Suge Knight and the team? No, real talk. And these are dudes. You getting beat up by other dudes, and you still hanging around because you're scared because what may happen to you.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying, right? And we know this to be true because of stories that people done told.
And Suge Knight then bagged them up.
Right? At the end of the day. And bro, these dudes go back and be in Suge Knight good graces, even after they didn't got their ass whooped. So ask me, why did they stay? Why did those dudes stay? For the power, and they was afraid. So if a man is staying, if another man will whoop your ass in front of everybody, right? Them embarrassed you and you stay in this thing. Imagine what a woman is going through when she's in that situation. Let me answer Nate Dogg's situation. He asked me this. He said, Joe, what would I have done if my daughter was in this situation?
We wouldn't have a show.
No, we wouldn't.
We would not have a show.
No. If I saw what P. Diddy did and I saw that was my daughter, there's nothing, no amount of money that he could pay me to keep me from getting at him, bro. And I'm just being, even now, if I did not know and I saw this and that was my daughter, I'm coming after him, bro.
You think he would have played something out on you?
He probably would have.
Because dudes like that,
bro, like I said,
play stuff out on you.
But he would have to. He would have to. Now, here's the thing where a father and a mother, and you may have known that this young man is doing this to your daughter. What do you do? God ever forbid that I ever find myself in this situation if I know a man is doing this to my daughter and, you know, she came to me. And reason why I can say this, y'all, okay, my cousin is no longer here because of domestic violence. She was dating a top kingpin back in the early 80s. And he consistently put my cousin in the hospital. Right? Dad would go get her, bring her home. She would run off and go back to him. Put her in the hospital again, right? They'll bring her back home. You're not going back over there. She'll run off and go back with him again. One time she ran off. When they went to the hospital to go see her, she was no longer with us. Why she kept going back, I don't know. What I can tell you is she's no longer here. Her mom is no longer here because when she passed away, her mom was never, ever, 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 ever the same again because she couldn't save her daughter. Her dad is strong, but he was really never the same again. She left a son behind that that side of the family is now raising. Like I told you, I've seen this up close and personal. I've seen the bruises. I've seen the busted eardrums. I've seen the broken arms. And guess what? The women protect him. He ain't that bad. You just don't understand. Y'all just jealous of me. You don't want me to be happy. You can't reach everybody. And a lot of times those women, when I talk to them from the YWCA, they said that they understood what everybody else was saying, but they didn't want to be wrong about their man. And so they went against what everybody else was saying. Some women. But like I'm telling y'all, I've been around this. I'm not speaking from just out of the side of my neck, getting up here and just saying some stuff. No. I've been on this here. If y'all follow my radio show for the last 10 years, I've been on this right here for over 20 years. That's why I can talk so passionately and deeply about this. Because I've been around it. When they do this thing here in Birmingham, Alabama, when I was on the airways on radio, I would put on heels. It's called walking. I think walk. Take a mile in their shoes. So we'll wear red bottom shoes, red high heel shoes. Right, men will put on red high heel shoes, and we'll walk around the track. And I'll walk around the track with the women. Every year, it would do it, and just to bring out, and recognize women that have been going through domestic violence. Right, walk a mile in their shoes. So men will walk around in high heels. Right. We will embarrass ourselves because we wanted to let women know that we support you. All men ain't like that. When they had the calendars, when they had all the stuff here in Birmingham, Alabama, I'm a part of that. I fight for women, you know what I'm saying, that can't fight for themselves. I'm there. I try to be a voice when I can. Like I said, I see this happen often, and you can't tell somebody that they love that what that person is doing to you is wrong. You can't. And like I said, if you guys don't believe me, go back to my Facebook pages, go to my Instagram page. You got to see me in some red heels. Y'all see me on TV. I've done it many times because I tell y'all all the time, man, that women that go through this stuff, right, it's real. Some women right now are still mentally messed up. And what men don't realize is, and women, they have so much on their shoulders that the kids are traumatized behind this. See, family secrets should no longer be family secrets because we protect the narcissist, the abuser. They're protected. In most families, in organizations, they're protected. Because nobody wants to lose their sponsorship. Nobody wants to know that this is going on in my family. Everybody is quiet. You're sitting around the table and you know who the abuser is. They verbally abusing the person right there in front of you. So you know what they're doing when you're not there, but you don't say nothing. And you still come to the family dinner. Well, she ain't saying nothing. See, you're right. But this is the one thing I say for me that I promise myself I would never freaking do again. I won't be in your presence. I'm not going to judge you how you should be. Should you leave or should you stay? But my presence will be known. I won't be there. I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to be complicit and watch and see the little bit that you do and knowing that you do worse when I'm not there. See, I'm not going to keep no more family secrets. That ain't me. I'm not keeping any more friendship secrets. I am not going to help protect the abuser. And I ask and I implore y'all to stop protecting these folks. You can't make them leave, but don't be a part of this. Don't be a part of it, man, because that makes them stronger. That makes them think that they can get away with anything. When you stay, not the person that's being abused. I'm talking about the people around you that know exactly. You done seen him pop off. You done seen what he's done. You're the one that taking him to the hospital. You don't report it. You don't say nothing because you're trying to protect your job. You're trying to protect your family. How much protection do that person need, y'all? You was HR baby. You was there with me. You were. HR baby. She done been out on a lot of things that I did out there. But how long are we going to continue to protect people like Diddy? Y'all always talking about counsel culture, right? And counseling out stuff. And some people get counseled for real. I'm saying, honestly, bro, he should be counseled on the digital airways. I'm saying that Diddy should be canceled, period. I don't give a damn how many therapists he go to, how many times he go get baptized, how many, whatever the hell he go do, bro. What he did to that woman, number one, is one of the first woman he did it to. And that lame, sick ass, pitiful apology that he got, he had to do it, but it falls on deaf ears.
It does. As far as with, because my theory is that she ain't the only one.
Oh no.
That's one of my theories, that she ain't the only one.
Oh, for sure, bro.
My second one goes back to your question.
What's that?
Canceling him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's cancelable?
Yes. How? I think anybody's cancelable, bro. Anybody can be canceled. For his TV, radio, entertainment, internet, bro, you can be canceled, and he should be. But it's going to be up to the eyeballs and the eardrums if he's canceled.
There's other stuff that go in play. Because let's say, let's go back to another despicable type of dude.
Hey, Stacey. Okay.
R. Kelly is an example.
Okay.
They canceled him, but the real cancellation didn't come in full bulk, at least in my opinion,
right,
until multiple folks that like moved his music, or folks that endorsed him, other companies, until they pulled off from him.
The only way these
and
guys
now public opinion almost guarantees or dictates how you even make your money.
That's when you get canceled. Like I said, eyeballs and eardrums.
Yeah. And then once they out, well, now you have nobody outside of whoever be your cult fans, but even them, they wouldn't claim you openly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he got canceled, at least in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
My question when it comes to Diddy, because I would say, or would you agree, Diddy is a lot bigger than Kelly?
Yes.
Way bigger. With him being bigger and him moving more units and moving more than just the music ass point. Because I feel like if he's going down, he seems like the type of dude that's going to drag a lot of folks with him.
Yeah.
And to a degree with R. Kelly, it was easier to cancel him because a lot of folks will disassociate with him.
But see, this is what Diddy got to be careful of. Even though you're going to drag a lot of people, they're going to drag you too, because you're not the most powerful person.
I would agree. I don't have nothing to argue.
And here's the thing. And see, this is where Diddy got to realize too, right? That, and people got to realize the apology. Diddy playing the long game. He's not playing the 72-hour, 48-hour game. He's playing the long game, because what Diddy's banking on, that your memory is short. And if Diddy don't go to jail,
he ain't got to bank on that. He knows it is.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
He knows your.
So that's what I'm saying. So he's playing the long game. I said I'm sorry when he put out somebody, and then he started whatever he decided to get into, whatever his next venture may be. Right. The apology is there, and then the person that's going to work with him or whatever he's going to do is going to say, "Yeah, he did put out the apology. I'm gonna give him a chance." This is business. This is playing the long game, bro. This has nothing to do with Cassie. This has nothing to do with him really being sorry or he asking for forgiveness. Yeah, I take on a full responsibility because he's been advised by certain people.
Now, we have seen folks do public apologies from their PR firm, made it really, really good, said they was doing therapy and all this other bull crap, right? Yeah. We've seen them do that.
You have to.
And it not still help them in the long run. That's why.
But they're not P. Diddy, bro. P. Diddy, people said P. Diddy can't come back from this. And I'm telling y'all, he can. He can. If he will or not, because this is the digital. Now, if this was not the digital age, I would say probably he could. But with this here, all Diddy got to do, bro, is make somebody famous or do something really, really, really good that's going to be involving money. And I'm going to tell y'all, it's going to be a woman that's going to, with a woman with some power, that can get his name back out there, that's going to forgive him. And when that woman forgives him, everybody else slowly but surely is going to forgive him, because guess what? If he can start to put money in these corporations and people's pockets and he still has that kind of pull, that's what we do. We've seen it happen too many times, and he is capable of doing that.
I'm skeptical on that standpoint,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to completely rule it out because it sounds like some stuff that most folks, if they do have this type of problem, will write up for themselves to do in order to get back in the good graces of whoever you offended. Only reason why this seems a little unclear to me is because of how everything seems to be getting set up. Everything can be alleged. If it's too long, then it's too long, so we can't get you on it. If it's hearsay, now it's just hearsay. And even though we've seen this, and this is one of the things, just one of that, and I will keep refuting that. This is just one of the things Casey mentioned on her long diatribe or whatever it is that Diddy did with her. And I don't feel like she's the only one. With that being the case, a lot of companies I haven't seen enough jump off on him.
Like I said, bro, did it so long game.
When we going towards cancellation, I see it, I hope it, but I'm unsure of it.
I'm with you, bro. Like I said, Diddy is playing the long game, right? And at the end of the day, y'all heard how I feel about him. But if this blows over and there's no cases of sex trafficking that they alleging that he's trying to do right now, if they don't get him on none of this, bro, like I said, it only takes one woman
to come out and say good on this little nasty
and speak exactly and work with him, go through a TV reality show. There's some people who ain't gonna fool with him, but this is what happens in America. Eyeballs, eardrums makes money, right? And so if you're making money, people say it's going to make them money. They're going to build this guy up. They're going to help him. They're going to help him build his persona. You're going to see him running. You're going to see him eating right. You're going to see him doing all the right stuff, right? And they're going to make money doing it. This woman going to get behind him because you're going to get somebody going to see this as a case. And let me tell you something. Looking at him right now, this is a great money maker for somebody that got a name that want to rehabilitate him. This is the way this goes in America.
Because I can say I fixed Diddy.
Yeah.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Folks will commend me, say I did awesome, and then, you're the guy.
Ask him the tough questions.
Not me to go to person.
Ask him the tough questions. Have him say all this stuff. I ain't trying to listen. I don't want this to happen, but we've seen this happen, too many times in our culture that this kind of stuff. People can be rehabilitated and put back into our culture. Maybe not reach the level that they did before, but can go into other things. Now, they probably not going to make Diddy as powerful as they made him as he has been, but can he come out of this? Unfortunately, yeah. Now, this is why I asked. Because I got back into it with somebody online. Shout out to X. That's where everybody go back and forth. She could, Miss Hanson. She could.
Online, I got back and forth with a dude, and I'm not gonna lie, it was hard for me to argue it because I do like this dude. But he was like, if we eliminating everything else when it comes down to the other alleged charges, and we just going towards DV. And I know one of the folks in the chat was trying to make this picture too. But he was like, if we just eliminating it and cutting it down to just DV and what we've seen. He was like, we've seen dudes, just like how you said earlier, come back from it. He's like, y'all champion one dude still to this day. And he brought up Chris Brown. He was like, bro, we've seen the pictures and stuff with Riri. Yeah. And y'all still hold him into it. And I wanted to argue so bad.
But you can't.
I couldn't.
Ray Rice.
At sports, it's true. Ray Rice and
a couple other people,
and them. It's a whole bunch of sports folks, and they in the Hall of Fame now. It's a few basketball players now. I think about it,
bro. Organizations have been covering up for this stuff for these guys for years because it can hurt that bottom line, and they cover it up, pay people off, and keep it moving. And that's why I say in this situation, when you're dealing with millions and sometimes billions of dollars, bro. It's very hard to say if a woman finds herself in that situation with those guys, why they didn't leave. You see what I'm saying? And can Pete Diddy come back? The guy's a billionaire. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. He was valued as a billionaire.
Oh,
Now,
if he valued that, then
he was valued as a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So this guy got that kind of cachet. And like you said, depending on what he got and they got on him, they can tell this guy to go on a hiatus, right?
Just
chill
disappear.
out, right?
And he has enough to where he can do it. For a long time.
He can do that for a long, as long as he don't get any more lawsuits or anything like that, bro. And whatever's going on right now, I promise you right now, his lawyers and everybody is trying to keep everything out of news and paying off everybody that they need to keep this thing quiet. And if he gets through this thing with the FBI investigation, bro, and he don't get arrested and he don't go to jail, it is going to be fine in some kind of way.
You know where I think it will kill him off on? I think if corporations made it an issue to make money off of this and paint him in that light, because go back to Kels.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? HBO, Surviving R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
They made dumb bread off of him, and they helped to the narrative. It wasn't like it was hard to help to the narrative because he left out a lot to do that for himself. But what they did was make money off of it, and they catered to the public opinion, and now they're showing it. It's almost they was almost showing it in real time. May not be when it happened, but when everything was going down for him, it was going down. It was collapsing. If we see that type of collapse, then I would have more faith that Diddy will be canceled out. But it go back to them corporations, like you said earlier. Do they deem that worth it?
Our news, but here's the thing. Before his son came out with the diss track, and before that video came out, we wasn't talking about Diddy. When the Drake beef and the Kendrick beef came on, bro, that's all we was talking about. Nobody thinking about Diddy at all. Period. The investigation was still going on. The only reason why this came back up because they did that raid.
Switch me into conspiracy mode now.
Okay,
my lord.
Okay, man, I'm not trying to go.
I ain't trying to go there.
They raided Diddy's house, right? Because he paid $50,000 to get that tape.
He did.
They raided his house, and all of a sudden, CNN drops this, right? So they may be building a case against him, and like I said, for public perception, whatever this case may be, because they understand that this guy is powerful. I don't know how this thing is working on him. I don't know. We don't know where the leak came from. We just know it came out on CNN, but we know it did come out after they raided his house. We know that he did pay for that same tape that Cassie was talking about. Was she alleged in her lawsuit against him? That was the same thing.
It might be a mini that he paid and got just in that vault.
Yeah. Man, so again, at the end of the day, it may be going to the bigger thing of making a case against him. Like I said, I don't know. Only thing I'm telling people, I won't be surprised if he's counsel, but I also won't be surprised if he's not. You know what I mean? Because just put Diddy out. Most men never get put in jail that the abusers to their girlfriend or wife. They don't go to jail for it. Most women that have been through this, bro, have not reported those dudes. They're still walking around today doing this to other women. Till this day, they still that dude. And they ain't got no money.
Do you think you're able to change from that?
I think anybody can change, bro. I just don't trust it. I just don't value a dude that can do that kind of damage to a woman and think it's okay repeatedly. When you can hit and do a woman to that, what I saw and have seen in my life when a man do, bro, you can't tell me that you love her. You can't tell me that you love this woman that you continuously go upside her head on, bro. That's not love. That's control. There's no love in you whatsoever if you can talk to the woman that's taking care of you and protecting your scary ass. You can't tell me you love her. That is your way of controlling her to do what you want her to do for however long that you want to control her. If you're saying you paying the bills in the house, if you're saying I put you in this house, but when you look at that woman, you take the house away, what have you really done for her? I'm talking to y'all men out there, y'all punk ass men out there, right? You take the mortgage that you're paying away, and the food that you're putting on the table. What have you done for that woman? Have you thrown her a birthday party? Have you done anything for the woman insignificant that's actually just for her, and you don't get any credit for it? Because see, most men that abuse women, they swear down that they're doing a lot for the woman. But let me just tell you this: that punk ass, everything that he does for her, he benefits from. It ain't nothing that he's doing for his wife or his girlfriend that he don't benefit from. If they're going to dinner, it's to a place he like. They're watching a movie, it's a movie he likes. If it's a house, it's he living in that house too. If it's a car, it's a car that he likes. She get the benefit of being there, but he ain't doing nothing for her that he won't benefit in. Any woman sitting in those situations, bro, most women, they're not getting any benefits. They're getting safety. What they so believe that, it make it look like, okay, this is how I'm taking care of you. But in that taking care of you, you're taking care of yourself too, bro. See, you punk. You full of crap. Those dudes right there, they're just controlling assholes. Weak individual as men. Because like I said, not one man that I know, the way y'all running off on these other women, you ain't finna run to no dude like that.
I doubt any of those dudes.
I dare one MF to come to me and walk up to me and I say something foul to you and you gonna haul off and swing on me like that. Your temper ain't gonna get that quick, bro. Your temper is not. Let me say something foul to you, bro. Something that you don't like. You ain't finna come up on me as a grown ass man and go upside my head as quick as you did that woman. I promise you ain't. You gonna think a couple of times before. Wait a minute now.
No.
You know what you're gonna say, bro. But you know what you're gonna say. Going on with that, bro.
He got some size on
bro.
him.
Listen, no. You anybody. The average dude that's out there putting their hands on women. You're not going to do that to even a skinny dude because you're going to think twice. You're like, all right, man, going on now. Don't make me have to. But that woman that said, where you at? Pop, 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 pop. Quick, fast, in a hurry. See, that's why I call her a punk ass dude, right? Because why? She can't defend herself. See, with a man, when you hit a real man, that hit that you gave back, he finna give it back to you. Whether he can fight or not, he coming at your ass. See, most of y'all ain't ready for that. See, you ready to hit somebody, knock them down, your dominance. You know it ain't gonna be no retaliation against you. Most men that's doing that ain't never hit a man in their life, bro. Any argument you got into, you ain't see him go off on nobody. You haven't. Unless you that dude, and I'm gonna say this, that's from the streets. Now I've seen some dudes, and I ain't giving them no credit, but I done seen some dudes from the streets. That's just what they do to anybody. They don't care. They don't live alone, but that's what they do. But for the average dude, if you ain't from the streets, you're not saying that to your brother, your dad, that dude at work, that dude at the gasoline stand you get an argument with, that dude in the grocery store, that dude in the parking lot. That dude say something to you, he bump into you, you ain't finna turn around and cap off on him. Hey, bro, what you do? Pop, pop, pop. You ain't finna do that. I promise you that. That dude cut you off, you ain't finna jump off on him like you did your wife or your girlfriend in that car. Soon as she said something wrong, pop. Nah, bro, you ain't doing that. You ain't that dude. See, I tell any dude, any punk ass dude, you're not that dude if you can't be whatever you doing, you ain't doing it to a grown ass man. Most of these dudes ain't never punks. Controlling, and you ain't shit. And I think all y'all and anybody who stands around for that, right, should be charged at the highest level, whatever the law says you can be charged with, all y'all should be charged with it. Don't stand around, man, and give these guys power no more, nephew. You know what I'm saying? We can't continue to give these folks power over our women, over our culture, over our society. I'm tired of talking about DV. I don't want to talk about it no more. I want us to do something about it and counsel these guys and be done with this. How we do that, I don't know. But P. Diddy, I hope society counsels your ass. And anybody that's siding with Diddy, so be it. That's you. I'm not siding with that dude. All right, guys, we're gonna let you guys get up out of here, y'all. P. Diddy, Apology not accepted here, bro. Real men don't hit women. Anything else you want to add on this, nephew?
Nope.
All right, guys. You know how we feel about you, right? Jatim, Demo, Ashtamas. We're going to have better things to talk about tomorrow, y'all. We love you. See you guys tomorrow.